All right, so this is my second session with my case study horse Pona. She has some pretty severe food anxiety. I believe it came from being starved as a very young horse. And today you're going to see a not very good session. Not so much her fault, but more my fault. And we're going to get into that, but just as a hint, I did notice that my criteria was just too high for just this second session, and because I was searching for a higher criteria than she was really able to offer me with relaxation, my timing was off and bad. And yeah, you're going to see some of that. So today we're starting off in calm default, and I actually quite like this. This is quite good for her. She came up relaxed and attentive and is understanding the head away cue. And you're going to see me almost take a step there and how big of a reaction she has off of that. Looking back, I would have gone with it and taken a few steps just to make it clear to her my body means something. And this is pretty good stopping after moving, like she was focusing well. But you can see there, just after we started to add in movement, how she's wanting to come ahead of me. Starts to throw stuff around. But I do like the calmness here. You can see some ears pinning there as I was asking her to stop. I'd read that as her telling me she finds the stopping difficult. And there I'm just trying to ask for a stay. I don't know what I was doing. I had ideas, but they just didn't quite work out today. But there's a nice couple steps. So in this clip, you're going to see me ask for a bit more focused steps. So rather than doing like 20, I'm doing 1 or 2, 3 or 4. And actually looking at this footage, this seems to be helpful to her, and she seems to be more relaxed than when I ask for a longer duration of movement. You're going to see in this turn, my body language just screams not confident, not sure in myself. And I think that very much affects her. My rolled forward shoulders, I'm just not sure what to ask her at this point. I'm kind of struggling myself. So here I rub my hand to get rid of some of the horse foam. And I definitely should have clicked and treated there because she stayed right with me. But live and learn. And right up ahead, you're going to see her struggle to stay with me and her ears be much more pinned when I ask for duration of movement. So what you're going to see here is me coming to a bit of a sliding stop. And what I don't love about this is that I'm not being as clear with what I want from her. And it looks very different when I prepare for a stop. You can see me intentionally slow my movement, give her time to catch on. And here I like how I stay consistent even when I'm asking her to stay and she moves around. I just patiently wait for her to come to a stop and don't make a big deal out of it. And that actually was a very relaxed movement for her, besides that blip at the end. And that seems to be a pattern I notice, that after we have worked on a couple stationary behaviors, that she tends to be slower and more relaxed when I ask her to move again. And you're kind of going to see me throw the ball at her, in a manner of speaking. I'm not sure exactly my thought process here. I think I was just in a playful space of mind, just trying a lot of different things. But the trouble with being too much in playful mode with a horse who needs me to be grounded and stable is that they just can get overwhelmed. Like there's too much that I'm asking, and it's often I might not give the horse enough time to process each individual piece. And this part is interesting because I had asked her for a calm default, a stationary behavior, and yet again, her movement was much more relaxed and she was much more connected to me with that trot. That was probably the best trot we had of the day. This is why reflecting on videos can be so powerful. Even the sessions that I did not like, because there's so much valuable information to be taken away and put forward to ultimately help the horse better. And here I'm asking her for a backup, in which my timing could have been crisper. And what I mean by that is what I should have done is bridged her as soon as she started to back up, just to really make it clear to her that transition, into backing up, that's what I want, and she doesn't need to offer a million steps right away. But overall, she's showing some nice calmness here. And that was very nice. Very nice.